Every 2 years, the Commonwealth of Learning puts on a major conference called the Pan-Commonwealth Forum on Open Learning. And the last one was held in India, in Kochi, in Kerala, and that was last year in November. So same again, partners who were with us in 2009. Yes, absolutely. Individuals who were there, yeah. Partners sometimes are people, also James, people, organizations. And not everybody has to put up their hand, but you're all here in Cape Town in September of 2011. So just a few things that I wanted to say. So here's one picture. So again, this was actually from fairly early on, a piece of work that was done by one of the partners here. And in fact, there might even be somebody in the picture. I'm not sure. Anybody recognize the picture? Okay. Seemed like a good one in terms of me. It sort of speaks about partnership. So anybody recognize the picture? Speak now or forever hold your peace. That looks like Kenya. Yeah, it is Kenya. This is at in Mangalete, which is in the Kibwezi district of Kenya. And it is the site of a community learning program on HIV and AIDS. And this was a piece of work that was done very early on in terms of a little bit of organizational development planning around how they would do the program. So it's not really clear writing, but I wanted just to, can you read that?
Yeah.
So this is actually something from the Commonwealth of Learning's current 3-year plan and the book that we have for that 3-year plan. And it's the section that speaks about partnership. And I thought it worth including just because I think it lays out not just my personal perspective on partnerships and how I interpret it from the organization, but what it really means to the organization. And it is very significant for us. I think as many of you are aware, I tend to describe us as a small organization, which I realized in comparison to many of your organizations is really not true. But as an intergovernmental organization covering 54 countries and with a significant mandate, we are actually a fairly small organization. And in terms of what we actually try to do as an organization, we're very ambitious, and we're sometimes described that we like as being an organization that, it's not a very nice metaphor, but punches above its weight, in that we're able to do more things than people might reasonably expect us to be able to do. And the real reason for that is, I think, because we've managed to have a very good strategy around partnerships and working with different organizations. So by working with all of your organizations, we're able to do a lot more things than we would on our own. So for us, partnerships are a strategy in the sense that we're able, I believe, I hope, to be able to ensure that we have appropriate and realistic activities, that we're able to do things in countries that are appropriate, that are in line with national priorities and strategies in the real context, which international organizations that are based in places like Vancouver are sometimes not very able to do. And we're an organization, obviously, that doesn't have field offices. So in a sense, the partners become the way that we're able to work in country. It's how we're actually able to do the kind of capacity building work that we're able to do, because we have very limited presence in countries, and particularly for initiatives like the Healthy Communities initiatives, where we're actually working for the most part in the civil society sector with organizations rather than with big institutions or with government ministries. And it helps us to integrate into what's happening nationally. It's also a value for us in terms of the idea that we are able to do things together, so that you are not contractors for the most part. And I think most of you are here, and the way that we work with your organizations is that we work with you through contribution agreements and through partnership agreements rather than through contracts. So we don't contract you to do activities that we think are important. We try to develop activities together in a common way, and then we make contributions to that in the ways that we can, to bring technical expertise by applying funds, but the contributions that all of the partners make are very, very significant, and something that we need to do a little bit better in terms of actually being able to quantify. And we hope that we start to develop over time some kind of joint ownership over the program, so that the Healthy Communities Initiative is not only an initiative of the Commonwealth of Learning, because if it is, it's fairly limited, but if it's an initiative that's shared by the different partner organizations around the Commonwealth, then it can actually be a very significant program. And ideally, as an organization and as an individual, what we would like is to have a big impact in the areas that we're working in, to really make a difference in that respect. Photographs? Anybody recognize those photographs?
That's on you.
No. No. Sorry, it's not the clearest image. But one of you in the room was there when this photograph was taken. It's you.
Really?
Yeah. This is in Belize.
Oh,